Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got my 4th of July manicure for 2025 and I've gotten started. I'm going to use the Painted Desert Medium Square Natural Quick Gel Tips and I'll be using the Beauty Secrets. This is the acid-free primer. This just helps to chemically etch the nails so that the polish sticks to them well. And today I've decided to show you all that I do because I don't normally do nail tips, so I figured I would show you all the steps that I do to do them, you know. So I'm acid-free primering all of them. This is what you would do on a natural nail too after you've cleaned and buffed and shaped and got it all the way you want it and cleaned it. Then you use this. You might want to use a dehydrator too, but you know, or alcohol, acetone, something like that, and then go in with the acid-free primer. Alrighty. Next I'm going to use the Madam Glam, and this is the Soak Off Base Gel. It's just a base coat. And I am using gel polishes today, but you could do the same design with regular polishes. In fact, just the base of these are going to be gel polish. After I get to doing my nail artwork on them, I'm going to switch over to just regular stamping polishes and quick dry top coats and all that. So they do work together. I don't know if they're recommended to be used that way, but I've done it many times and I've never really had a problem. So getting that base coat on there. I do like to do really thin coats, you know, all the way smooth, even, thin coats. And I did size all these out to fit my nails, so that would be the first step you do, is figure out what works. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. I'll be using the Madam Glam Perfect Blue, Perfect White, and Perfect Red today. And, you know, this isn't going to be like a straight up American flag looking manicure or anything, but it's got the 4th of July vibes, and that's enough for me today. And that is such a pretty blue. So I'm going to do 2 blue, and then we'll probably do 2 reds, or 2 whites and a red. Yeah, I kind of got it worked out in my brain how I wanted it to look. So we're going to get those 2 blue ones done, pop them under the lamp for 60 seconds, and then we're going to go in with the Perfect White. And really, to be honest with you, I could have done 1 coat of all of these and it would have been just fine, but I've told y'all so many times I'm a 2-coat girl. It's just how I do it. And I kind of gouged that one a little bit, but maybe it'll be okay. Alright, so that one's done. We're going to do another white one. Then I'm going to do a red. I kind of had it all worked out in my head exactly how I wanted to do it, but, you know, sometimes you have to change it as you get into it. There we go. Levels out so beautiful. I'll cure those for 60 seconds. And then now for the red. Look at this red. Oh my goodness. Every time I play with my Madam Glam polishes, I'm like, why don't I do gel more often? And I'll tell you why. It's the removal. Honest to God, that's the only reason why I don't do more gel manis. I hate the removal. Alright, going to cure that for 60 seconds. And then we're going to go back in for second coats of everything. And while I've got this moment to chat, we're going to do second coats and cure them and all the good things. I just want to wish everybody a very safe and fun 4th of July. You know, be safe out there. I know that's a crazy world we live in and you need to be safe every day, but, you know, especially on holidays, sometimes people overdo it, and even though you might be doing all the right things, others around you may not. So just be careful out there. Going back in up near that top. And when you're doing gel tips, you can do that. There we go with the curing real quick. And I could have cut this out, but like I said, it's rare that I show you me doing all the steps to all the nails in a manicure. So I just decided today to just kind of get out of my comfort zone and just show it all. I think what it is I just like to keep my videos a little shorter so that I'm not tying up all your time. Because if you're like me, you've got lots and lots of channels that you follow, and you kind of sometimes have to pick and choose what you're going to watch. So if I keep mine shorter, then maybe you'll be able to watch them. All right, going to cure those for 60 seconds. And now for the red. I'm telling you, I'm seeing this red, and I'm just wanting to do a full mani on my natural nails in this red. We might have to do that. It's just so pretty. I need to wear red more often anyway. Alrighty. Going to cure that for 60 seconds. And I'm going to use the Madam Glam gel polish. And this one is not sticky after you get done curing it, you know. So I like that. It's a soak-off gel product also. So we're just going to do all of the nails with this here top coat. Sorry, my hand's all up in the way. Oh, goodness. And then we're going to do the rest of them. But I do really I like the fact when you use gel polish, you can cure them and you can go scrub the bathtub or wash some dishes or take a shower. You don't have to worry about messing your manicure up. And I also like the longevity of it, even though I don't need that in my life, because I like to change my manicures out pretty often. And the only way I see me wearing a full straight up gel is if I know I'm going to be really busy and won't have time to paint my nails, or like if I went on vacation and would be away from my arsenal, you know, to be able to fix things or take it off and do something else if I got bad chippage. But you know, I haven't been on vacation in a really long time, so I don't know how that would actually really work. All right, we're almost done here with the bases and the top coats. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And here we go with the stamping. I'll be using the Cell Bundle Monster Plate BMXL23 and the BAM White Cherry Bomb and Blue Beam, I think. I think it's Blue Beam. I got my little Conad stamper and a She Modern scraper out today. And we're just going to get with it. I'm going to put these little stars on the blue nails. I'm going to do them in white. And these images are almost not long enough for those long tips. Going to clean my stamper off on a lint roller here. We're going to clean that stamping plate off with some acetone and do the same thing for the other blue nail. I did turn the plate to see if maybe I could get a good scrape on it. Sometimes it does make a difference which way you scrape. But as you can see, I'm just using regular stamping polish on top of this gel. And what's cool about doing this is if you decided you wanted to keep the colors but do some different nail art on top, you could just take the nail art off with some non-acetone nail polish remover and decorate them again. I've done that a bunch before too. So now here's where I'm doing my lines diagonal instead of like wavy straight across like a flag. But you know, the only time they're straight like that is if the flag's like straight out. If it's flurrying in the wind, they're not gonna be straight across. So I just, this was my take on it, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the flag by any means. I just wanted to kind of do something a little different. And then this one down here is a star pattern. It's got several stars in it. I'm going to do that in the blue, and then I'm going to fill it in with white to, you know, do on my pinky nail, on the red nail. I'm cleaning my stamper all off with the acetone, cleaning my little mat, and my scraper card. And then we're going to wipe this down with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe. I do go in with a piece of tape and remove any of the image that I don't want, or any excess from other images that I don't want to get all up in my Kool-Aid. And then we're going to put some of this BAM white out on my little stampy mat. And I'm going to use a little Maniology, no, not a Maniology. I'm going to use my CAD's #1 detail brush here. Use what you have. If you've got a toothpick, use a toothpick. Bobby pins. You can do whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to fill these in, and I'm going to let them dry. I go from having too much polish to not enough polish to, you know, I had to clean my brush off and see if that was part of the problem. And I thought about just doing the inner, and then I decided, no, just do the whole thing. Do all of it white, not just the inner star. Do the whole star. It looked good like that. So I do really enjoy doing this type of, you know, play in this when you make kind of reverse stamping or advanced stamping. I like it. I like it a lot. And I almost forgot to do a 4th of July manicure. If it hadn't been for Nana Ange doing one of the videos I watched, she actually did 2 sets in one video. And seen some other people. I've seen Girly Nail 66 and, you know, just other of my friends here on YouTube that did theirs. And I was like, oh, I need to get it together and get one of these going. I'm going to top these with the She Modern Sealer Stamping Polish. It's a top coat that doesn't smear, but it's not your final top coat. And you know that this is dry when it goes matte. And I really like the look of it when it's all matte. I'm telling y'all, there might be some changes coming down. I might have to start mattifying more manicures because I really do think the look is really cool looking. I know, everybody's thinking, those look like candy canes. It's okay. You know, nail art is very subjective and personal. You can do whatever you want. That's what's lovely about it. You can do your nail art any way you want. And that's what I did today. Once that's dry, I'm going to go in with some sticky base coat on this red nail. Because it's been a minute. Remember, I had to let that filled in design dry good. So I want to make sure this sticks. Once that's dried for a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, I am going to apply my little stars here. Tap down anything that's sticking out. And I do love it. And we're going to put some of that sealer stamping on there too from She Modern. Do all of them. I love that. It's so cute. Alright, here they all are, mattified. Alright, time to glossy them up and seal them in. Today I'm using the Fast and Hard from Vibrant Vinyls. My friend over at Mrs. K's Corner, Miss Tammy, she almost always uses this. And I forget that I have it. But since I've been seeing some of her videos here lately, I've been reminded to pull that one out. Show it some love. See how different they look glossy? I'm just digging the matte here lately. I'm telling y'all, it's getting a little crazy. Never thought I'd be thinking that way. I had a little blob that I had to get off. But there we go. We're all good. And now for that little pink nail. And that's going to be it for me today, y'all. I really appreciate y'all watching. Again, have a fun, safe, happy 4th of July. And I will see you on the next one. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.